So assuming that we have checked our website, we have put it through the ringer, we've tested everything, we are ready to launch the website. In order to launch the website, the first thing you'll need to do is sign up for hosting with Webflow. This is different from the pricing you might have signed up for with a workspace. So there's the workspace pricing, which allows you access to Webflow's just designer and adding new projects and using kind of the full extent of features. And then there's hosting, which allows you to actually publish your website on the web and host with Webflow, and that includes all of the security features and everything else that you get with Webflow. So that is sort of the next step in this process, is signing up for hosting. As far as what plan to use, the main ones that are used most often are the basic plan, which is what you need if you're just doing something simple. If you didn't use the CMS at all, you basically just have a couple of pages with static content. Basic will work great. If you are using the CMS at all, you'll need the CMS plan. So that's why it is kind of the most popular plan. And it is what we would probably use for this project, since we used CMS for testimonials. So this is what I would sign up for. However, I don't want to go through that process for this project. So I'm going to show you just what that interface looks like once you have actually bought something, because in this publishing tab, you'll see a bunch of other things appear too. So I'm going to show you my personal website here. Under plans, you can see that I have basic. I don't have any CMS collections on this site. It's just a portfolio website. So I have the basic plan. And if I go into publishing, you can see that I now have access to a few more things. The main one being production. So once you get to this and you have never seen anything before, it'll ask you to add a custom domain. You won't see anything here. And you get a few options here. One of them is Quick Connect Domain. And this is really great if you have the credentials to the service provider that your domain is under, whether that's Bluehost, GoDaddy are the main ones. If you're already signed into those, you can use this service to add in your domain. It'll ask you to log into your provider, and it's a pretty simple process, and it will add the domain records for you. If you have your domain under a more niche service, this might not work, and you'll probably want to manually add a domain. In this case, you would add in the domain. Let's see if I can add in a fake domain. And click Add in Domain. And now it's going to give you a couple options here to copy these records into your domain registrar. So whatever that is, mine is, I use a service called Gandhi. So I would go into the DNS settings for that software and copy and paste these records in. It's usually a one-time verification. You'll actually notice these two are the same. You don't need to paste it in twice. You're good to do it just once, but you should make sure the rest of these records are the same. So 2 A records and 1 C name record. And once you add those in, it can usually take a couple hours at the most for it to populate. And you can click verify domain and it'll tell you whether or not it is verified or not. But I'm going to go ahead and remove these because I don't need them. But once it is verified, you'll get a nice little check mark like this connected one I have here. And then you can choose which one to make the default. For mine, I have, I think I just have Casey Catalbus as the default. It's not allowed, no. So depending on what your domain registrar is, you might not be able to do it without the www as the default. So it's most likely going to be the www as the default. But that is how you do it. And whenever it is connected and good to go, you'll come here to publish. You'll see a new domain here. You'll just click it and click publish to domains, and you can go ahead and check and make sure your website is live. Once it is live, once you can see it up, there will be a few more tests that you'll want to check. If you added reCAPTCHA, that won't actually show as working until your website's on a live domain, so make sure you check that, along with any other third-party services that require to be on the actual domain to work. So things like Google Analytics, any kind of just tracking to make sure people are coming to your website, making sure that you can get that data. All of that is good to check after launch as well. And I think that's everything. So thanks for building this with me, and I'll kind of do a wrap-up video here next to go over everything we covered.
If you found this video useful and want to learn more, be sure to check out our complete guide to Webflow tutorial. It provides comprehensive tutorials and expert guidance to help you build professional grade websites, and also has courses on other no-code tools. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new here, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, share it with a friend, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.